Hello YouTube, it's Jonas Weefield here once again for another movie review. This one is probably the most famous monster movie of all time. It is King Kong vs. Godzilla. Now, this movie starts out with Godzilla breaking free from an iceberg because of a submarine, and he destroys the submarine. And he comes back to Tokyo to attack, and they know now that they can't do anything to get rid of him. They can't do anything to kill him. Since the oxygen destroyer is gone, and he'd just break free from the ice that they could bury him in. So basically, there's one other monster that they need. It's King Kong. So they realize they have to go find the King Kong beast on his island, which it's not called Skull Island in this one, I forget what it's called. And they go there, they meet the natives, and they just convince them that they need Kong. So the natives give them Kong, well, rather put him to sleep, and they take him back. And then a Japanese boat sees that they have Kong on a floating raft behind them, and they say he'd be too dangerous to take back to the mainland. So basically what they do is they try to kill Kong, and they blow up the raft, and well, King Kong follows them. He awakens and just follows them back. And this is when he meets Godzilla, after he gets back to the mainland of Japan, tramples around a bit, and then he finally meets Godzilla. And in their first battle, King Kong gets obliterated. And, well, then he retreats. And King Kong goes through a rampage through Japan, while Godzilla disappears without a trace. And they build electrical fences around Tokyo to protect it from Godzilla, which it successfully works and all, but that's Godzilla. Lightning makes King Kong stronger in this one, so King Kong destroys that barrier and then goes and attacks Tokyo. And he attacks it until he takes it over, and he climbs on top of the Capitol building there. And that's, they put him to sleep again. They use the cherry, whatever, to put him to sleep. And works, and then they carry him with balloons and helicopters and strong steel wires to meet Godzilla again, who is on Mount Fuji. So they drop Kong, and he attacks Godzilla, and they fight, and Kong gets annihilated again. He gets his face smashed into a rock, and he's knocked out, and Godzilla tries to bury him, but he gets struck by lightning. Kong does. And he awakens, and he starts to fight Godzilla. This time it's finally a fair fight. And they fight all the way into Osaka. And they destroy the pagoda, which happens in a lot of Godzilla films, so nothing to worry about there. And then they fight in the water for a little bit until an earthquake goes off. And Godzilla's washed away in this earthquake, but King Kong retreats from Godzilla. And it basically leaves it up to the viewer, and it's like, decide who wins. If you want to know, in my opinion, Godzilla won, because Godzilla didn't retreat, he didn't get killed, he just got washed away in an earthquake. King Kong, on the other hand, retreated out to sea, back to his home island. So, yeah, there's just my opinion on who won the fight. I do think it's Godzilla. I think the lizard beats the ape. And, well, that's it. Be here for my next review, which will probably be Godzilla Final Wars. Goodbye, YouTube. See you next time.